coming into a kneeling position if you can. As always, if kneeling doesn't work, feel free to take this seated, cross-legged or straight-legged. If you have blocks, you can also sit yourself on a couple of blocks here to make this a bit more comfortable. Just that if you're tight in the thighs. Alright, let's just rest our hands onto the thighs, shoulders up and then down, away from the ears, and close down the eyes. And straight away we'll get into that breathing in and out of the nose. So with the lips sealed, let's take a breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Just keep going with that breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And then all that stress that we carry in our shoulders, see if that can just kind of melt away a little bit. We're going to make a lot of room today. Great. And then just start to bring your hands behind the back. You can keep your eyes closed. Squeeze your palms together. Start to roll those shoulders open as you lift open through the chest. So squeeze the palms together to increase that stretch. Inhale. And then as you exhale, reach the hands forward. Start to clasp the hands together. Push into the palms as you round through the spine and draw the chin in towards the chest. And we'll just do that once more. So bring the hands behind you, clasp the hands together, start to squeeze the palms, roll the shoulders open, lift through the chest. And then exhale, sweep the hands forward, start to clasp the hands round through the spine, chin in towards the chest. Then gaze forward, turn the palms away from you. Inhale, reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Then keep the hands clasped, start to bend your left elbow and then you're kind of moving your arms around in a circular motion. So you bend into the left elbow, into the right, and then reach the hands back up. So left and then right, and then reach the hands back up. And just take that about 4 or 5 times on the left direction. So just waking up those shoulders. And then switch and take it 4 or 5 times in towards the right. Just circling that through. Great. And then inhale, let's reach the hands up. Release the hands, keep them lifted. Exhale, cactus the arms, bend the elbows open through the chest. Inhale, the arms reach. And then exhale, cactus. And again, inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Then inhale, reach the hands up. As you exhale, send your left hand behind you, send your right hand to your outer left thigh, take a twist, rotate, gaze back over that left shoulder there. And then start to activate your core here, start to pull that navel in. Keep your right hand where it is, inhale, the left hand lifts. And as you exhale, cross your left hand over your right arm to take hold of the outer right thigh. And then start to round through the upper body. So draw the chin in towards the chest and push up between your shoulder blades there. I'm trying to stretch through the back of the shoulders. Great, now lift your head up, keep your arms as they are, but start to lift them up, come into your eagle arms, either the backs of the hands or you double cross so the palms touch. Now soften through the shoulders, push the elbows forward and then up towards the ceiling. Once again, just stretching through that upper body. 2 breaths. One more inhale. And then exhale. Then inhale, open the elbows out to the side like a little cactus. As you exhale, draw the elbows together round. Inhale, open the arms out. And then exhale, draw together round. Inhale, open it out. And then exhale to a round. Final side, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm to the outside of that right thigh. Take a little twist, gaze on out over that right shoulder. Great, keep the left hand where it is. Inhale, the right arm lifts. And as you exhale, bring your right arm to the outer left thigh. Start to hold onto the thighs as you start to round through the spine and draw the chin in towards your chest. Now start to lift your head up, keep your arms crossed, move into your eagle arms, so backs of the hands or double cross those palms opposite side. Elbows forward and up as the shoulders soften away from the ears. You've got one more breath here. And then exhale. Inhale, open those hands out wide, straighten the arms, push the palms back, stretch through the chest. And then exhale, release those hands by your sides. All right, slide your hands forward as you inhale, start to round forward, come into a tabletop position. And then exhale, arch your spine, send your hips to your heels, child's pose. Inhale, round forward through the spine. And then exhale, arch, send it back. And again, inhale, come on forward. Exhale, send it back. This time, inhale, come on forward, find your shoulders over your wrists and then lower your belly all the way down onto the mat. Bring your fingertips out to the sides, elbows up. As you inhale, push into the palms, peel the chest off, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel it off, lift the chest. And then exhale, lower. Once more, inhale, peel it off, push the pelvis down, squeeze your glutes. And then exhale to lower. Hands underneath the shoulders. Push it back through tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Find your first downward dog of the practice. Always invite some movement into your downward dog here. That's it. And then let's find some stillness. Then from there, as you inhale, you lift your heels up. And as you exhale, let both heels drop to the right hand side. Maybe come onto your left fingertips and walk that left fingertip a little bit further away from you as if it's going to the top left hand corner of the mat there. Just feel that side body stretch. Great, then bring that left hand back into center. Inhale, lift the heels through center. And exhale, drop them to the left hand side. Option to lift the right fingertips and then walk them away from you. Keep pushing your heels down into the mat. Great, bring that right hand back in. Inhale, lift the heels up through center. Start to soften through those knees and then gently tiptoe the feet forward all the way to the front of the mat. Dangle over the legs when you get there, opposite hand to elbow. Just gently start to rock from side to side. And then release your right hand down to the mat. Bend your right knee as you inhale. Scoop your left arm up towards the ceiling. Take a little twist. Exhale, bring it back down. Switch the legs, bend the left knee, straighten the right. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, release. Keep the knees soft, gently start to roll on up. Let those arms dangle, let the head dangle. And then eventually you're coming up to a standing, rolling the shoulders down and away from the ears and a big breath out through the mouth. Great, big toes together. As you inhale, reach the hands up above the head, stretch, lift tall. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or the floor. And then exhale, fold forward, step your right foot back and drop your right knee down. Great, now as you inhale, start to reach your arms behind you like you're opening up through your chest. And then exhale, scoot your hands forward and round. Inhale, open it up, send it back. And then exhale, scooch it forward. Make sure your lower body is engaged. Inhale, open it up. And then exhale, reach and round. Final time, inhale, open it up. This time as you exhale, lower your hands down. Right hand to the inside of the left foot. As you inhale, reach your left hand forward, pick up your right knee. And then exhale, reach your left hand out behind you. Take a little twist, gazing out over that left shoulder. And then inhale, reach the left hand forward, frame the foot. Step it back into your high plank as you inhale. Then exhale, vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or take it through a chaturanga if you want it. Take it through your cobra or your up dog. And then exhale, back into downward dog. That's it. If you still feel like you need some movement in down dog, you are welcome to it. Otherwise, maybe hold static. Great. From here, let's inhale the right leg high. Let's just bend that knee and allow the hip to roll open. Wiggle the ankle round a few circles in both directions. And then inhale, re-extend through the right leg. As you exhale, draw the right knee towards the left elbow. And then set your right shin down onto the mat. That's it. Allow your hips to fall over to the right, so you're kind of facing the bottom left-hand corner. Drop your left fingers to the inside of your left foot. Inhale, your right arm lifts. And then exhale, bend your elbow, bring your right hand to the back of the head. Then inhale, push your head back into your hand. And as you exhale, allow your right elbow to drop in towards your left knee. Inhale, open it up. And then exhale, allow it to drop. Inhale, open it up. And then exhale, allow it to drop. Then inhale, the right arm lifts back up. As you exhale, place it back down to the front of the mat. Push into the right knee. Inhale, lift the hips up. Send the left hand up and over by the ear. Stretch it open. And then exhale, bring your left hand down to the front of the mat. Spin onto your left toes. As you inhale, see if you can lift that right leg back up, 3-leg dog. And then exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Great, drop your left knee, inhale, the hands reach up, low lunge. And as you exhale, drop your right fingertips by your side and then take a little lean over to that right hand side. Keep lifting up and out of the hips instead of sinking into them. So the right hand doesn't have to touch the floor, mine's dangling here. Lovely. Use that strength in your core. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Then exhale, frame your right foot, gaze forward, step your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, find a halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, lift tall. Exhale, palms through to the heart, center, left side. Inhale to lift. As you exhale, fold forward over your legs, using your breath here. Inhale, halfway. And then exhale, fold. Step your left foot back and drop your left knee down. As you inhale, kind of open your chest, lean back slightly. And then exhale, reach it forward as you round. Inhale, open it up. And then exhale, reach forward and round. And again, inhale, open it up, engage that left glute. Exhale, reach it forward, then inhale, open it up, final time. As you exhale, release your hands down, plant the left hand. As you inhale, reach that right arm forward, pick up your left knee. Then exhale, right arm back behind you, find your twist. It's quite flowy today, so just go with it. There's no real right or wrong, just move in a way that feels good. Take a breath. Then exhale, frame your right foot, step it back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank, and then exhale, vinyasa of your choice. Step flow through a cobra or an up dog, and back into your downward dog. Lovely. From here, our left leg, we inhale, we lift it high. Start to bend the knee and allow the hip to roll open. And then just circle that ankle a couple of times in one direction and a couple of times in the other direction. Then inhale, the left leg re-extends. As you exhale, bring that left knee towards that right elbow, squeeze. Then plant your left shin down onto the mat. Drop your hips to the left and come down onto your bum. Right fingertips to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, left arm lifts. And then exhale, bend that left hand to the back of the head. Inhale, push your head into your hand. Then exhale, draw your elbow in towards your right knee. Inhale, open it up. And then exhale, draw it in, feeling that rotation through the body. Inhale, open. And then exhale, draw it in. This time, inhale the left arm, reach it back up. Bring yourself up, left hand down as you exhale. Now push into the left knee, inhale, pick up your hips. Send your right arm up and over by your ear. Then exhale, lower that right hand back to the front of the mat. Spin onto your right toes. Big push, inhale, left leg picks up, 3-leg dog. And then exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Once again, drop your right knee, inhale, both hands reach up. Come into a lunge. And then exhale, left fingertips drop. So you might just hover and you start to lean your body to your left hand side. But try not to just hang out and sink into the hips. Think in and up. Great. Pull yourself back up. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hands. Gaze forward, step your right foot forward to meet your left. Come into your halfway lift. Inhale. And then exhale to fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach tall. And then exhale, hands through to the heart center. One normal sun salutation. Inhale, reach. Oh, nearly knocked my pictures off. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, step or float through your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chaturanga. If you want to skip it, that's also an option. Just go straight to your down dog. Right. Taking a full breath in and a full breath out. Then from there, the right leg, we inhale, lift it high. As we exhale, we'll step our right foot in between the hands. Drop your left heel down towards the mat. And then inhale, reach those hands up by the ears. Great, now bring your hands to clasp behind the back. If you need extra balance, just tiptoe the right foot open slightly. Inhale, squeeze the palm, roll the shoulders open. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips. And you're folding forward to the inside of that right leg. Come into our humble warrior. Let the head drop. Great, breathe in here. All right, let's push into the feet. Inhale, start to pull ourselves back up to standing. Keep the hands as they are, straighten through the right leg and turn your right toes in so we face the side. Inhale, squeeze the palms, roll the shoulders open. And then exhale, start to hinge from the hips. Fold forward over the legs and use the weight of the hands to take you down. Just keep breathing there. So if this doesn't feel good for anyone's arms, you can release them to the floor. Otherwise, if you're trying to work those shoulders, try and push your palms into one another and squeeze them, pull them down. One more breath. From here, let's slowly release our hands down onto the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And as we exhale, turn our left toes out. Start to take a side lunge into that left knee at the back of the mat. Now you might find, as always, your hips are up. You might be able to bring your hips down. You might be able to bring your hands to the heart center. We're going to carry on with a shoulder opening. Maybe inhale, left arm out to the side. And then exhale, right arm up towards the ceiling. Open up your wings. Hold here. Lovely. Great, now bring your hands back down again. You can keep the hands on the floor or keep them at the heart center if you want an extra challenge. As we inhale, we'll travel through center. And then exhale, frame the right foot and drop your left knee. And then inhale, we reach the hands up. Great, start to thread your left hand underneath your right arm. Take your eagle arms, maybe tiptoe that right foot open slightly. Then inhale, lift the arms up. As you exhale, you're folding forward to the inside of your right leg. Now you want to keep your legs at a fairly kind of right angle, so you don't want to lunge into that right knee as much. Nice, keep breathing there. Right, now start to bring yourself back up again. Inhale, reach the hands above the head. Exhale, frame your right foot. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades, gaze forward. And then exhale, soften your left knee to tap the mat. Inhale, extend through the left leg, push it back. And then exhale to soften. Inhale to extend, hold it here. And then maybe start to see if you can straighten through that right leg and then fold forward. Option to bend your right knee a little bit. Option here to make it easier is to bend that back knee. So if you bend your left knee, you might find you can get a bit deeper in that front leg. So just have a play around with whatever works. So mainly upper body flow, but adding these extra hamstring stretches because we all love them. Great, let's take one more breath here. And then slowly rebend into the right knee. Step it back through your vinyasa, or you can skip it and go straight to down dog if you prefer. That's it. Flowing with your breath back into your downward dog. Taking a full breath in and a full breath out. Left leg, inhale, we lift it high. As you exhale, step that left foot in between your hands. Great, drop your right heel, then rise up and find your warrior one. Reach your hands up by your ears. Bring the hands to clasp behind the back. Start to maybe hip tiptoe that left foot open. Inhale, squeeze the palms, roll the shoulders open, and as you exhale, humble warrior. Fold to the inside of your left leg. Keep pushing into the outer edge of that right foot. Keep the legs nice and strong. And then we ground into the feet. We come all the way back up to standing. Straighten your left leg. Turn your left toes in. Keep your palms clasped. Inhale, squeeze the palms, roll the shoulders open. And then as you exhale, hinge from the hips. Fold over those legs once again. Allow the weight of the hands to bring you down. Again, if you're not feeling this in the shoulders today, feel free to drop the hands down to the mat. Nice. Now let's gently all release the hands down underneath the shoulders. Inhale, little halfway lift, gaze forward. And then exhale, turn your right toes out, start to side lunge into that right knee at the back of your mat. If you need to lift your heel, that is fine. Maybe have the hands on the floor, maybe the heart center. Maybe you want to reach your right arm out to the side and reach your left arm up, open up your wings. You're kind of nudging your right knee open with the back of your right tricep if you're taking this. Great. All right, wherever you are, release your hands down or have them at the heart center for that extra challenge. Stay low, inhale, travel through center. And then exhale, frame your left foot and drop your right knee. Now inhale, reach your arms up, kind of find a little right angle with the legs. Right arm comes underneath the left arm, once or double wrap. Tiptoe the left foot open if you need. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale, start to fold to the inside of that left leg. Feel that lovely hip opening. Continue to breathe it there. And then gently release. Lift yourself back up. Reach your hands above your ears. Inhale. And then exhale. Frame your left foot. Tuck your right toes. Lift your knee. Inhale, gaze forward. And then exhale, tap your right knee down to the mat. Inhale, re-extend, push through the right heel. And then exhale, just softly tap. Inhale, re-extend. And then exhale, softly tap. Inhale, this time re-extend. And as you exhale, send your hips up and back as you try to straighten through that left leg and take a forward fold. Keep that left knee soft. Bend your right knee if you want to. Couple more breaths. One more inhale, and then as you exhale, re-bend into your left knee, step it back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank, and as you exhale, vinyasa or straight to downward dog. Pull that chest through the shoulders for your cobra or your up dog, and then exhale back into your downward dog. Nice. From here, let's all drop our knees down towards the mat. Keep your hips above your knees. Start to walk your hands forward and come into this heart opener. So melt either your forehead or your chest and your chin down towards the mat. If you want this to work into your triceps a little bit more, kind of need to just shuffle your arms a bit more together. Start to bend your elbows, bring your palms to touch, and then try and sink your kind of the back of your triceps down towards the mat. This is a nice one to do on blocks as well. So just keep pushing that chest through, keep breathing. And then gently come back out. So gaze forward if you're not already. Slide all the way forward, come onto your forearms. Inhale, pull your chest through. Find your Sphinx pose. Then exhale, release. Hands underneath the shoulders, send it back into your downward dog. We've got one last little standing sequence and we'll take it all down. So right leg, inhale, we lift high. As you exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. And then as you inhale, lift your chest up. Start to bring your hands behind you, expand through the chest. We did this on the knees. And then exhale, reach your arms forward, round. So inhale, send it back, extend. You can soften that left knee. Exhale, reach it forward. Inhale, send it back. And then exhale, reach it forward. Inhale, this time lift the chest, bring the hands to clasp behind the back. Squeeze the palms, roll the shoulders open. Then just lean forward slightly into that right foot and see if you can draw that left knee in towards the chest. Great, inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to soften your right knee. Kick your left foot behind you, still bent. Release your fingertips and almost reach them past your foot. So it's kind of a weird variation of our dancer pose. Lovely. Then come back up to standing. Hug that left knee in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. And exhale, release. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa or straight to down dog. Great, let's take a big breath in when we get there. And a flutter through the lips. Lovely. Left side, inhale, the left leg lifts. As we exhale, we step that left foot in between the hands. Ground down through the feet. Inhale, start to pick up the chest. Reach your hands behind you, expand. And then exhale, reach it forward as you round. Inhale, send it back, expand. And then exhale, reach it forward. Inhale, send it back, open it up. And then exhale, reach it forward. Then inhale, lift the chest, clasp the hands behind the back. Start to squeeze the palms, roll the shoulders open. Then lean that chest forward, weight into your left foot. See if you can draw that right knee in towards the chest. You might need to step it there before you come in. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, start to soften your left knee. Keep your right knee bent, but reach it behind you. Release your fingertips. Almost imagine you're reaching them past that foot. Open through that chest. Expand. And then draw that right knee back in. Give it a little hug. Round and squeeze. And then release. Well done. All right, inhale, the hands reach, lift tall. We're starting to slow it down. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold your left foot steps back. And we're going to keep that left knee lifted if you can. If you want to drop it, you can. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Engage through your legs, then start to walk your hands away from you, kind of to the top left-hand corner of the mat. You're just trying to get an opening through the hips. This can be done on the knee as well if you want something a bit more restorative, that's fine. Nice. Right, start to walk those hands back in towards you. Drop your knee if it's not down already. Start to tiptoe your right foot out to the right side. Toes at an angle. And then gently push that right arm onto the right thigh. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot and sink your hips. Now, keep your right toes flexed here. If you want to take up that back foot, if it's available, you can bend the left foot and take it with the right hand. And then gently pull that in. Ooh. Hurts today. So you can bring it into that quad as well. And just moving into a little bit of lower body work just to open us. Great, take one more breath. And then slowly release that left foot. Now keep your toes pointed at an angle, bring your fingertips to the inside of your right foot. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, and then step your left foot forward to the outside of your left hand. You are facing the front of the mat, spin round so don't confuse you. And then drop your hips down low, come into your Malasana. Don't worry if your hips don't come down too far, just work with what you can do. Maybe you're using your elbows to push those knees open, and then instead of hunching here, we're going to push that tailbone towards the ground, extend the crown of your head up. Right, now drop your hands, start to lift your hips up towards the ceiling, straighten those legs. Turn the toes forward again and just hang out over the legs. Kind of in the middle of a wide and a narrow leg fold. Lovely, then just start to tiptoe those feet so they come back in hip distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale to fold. Right foot steps back, we'll just take that on the other side. So left hand to the inside of the left foot, drop your right knee if you want to. Start to walk your fingertips to the top right hand corner of the mat and try and sink your chest down towards the ground. It's quite an active stretch here, so fine if you want to drop that knee. It's just working deep into those hips. And then gently walk the hands back in. All right, drop your right knee if it's not already. Tiptoe your left toes off to the side, turn the toes out. Then left hand pushes on that left thigh. Make sure that your left foot stays flexed so it's active, so not just rolling onto that ankle, but keeping it nice and strong. Sink the hips, roll the shoulder back. Maybe you stay, or maybe you're taking the back foot into the mix and just drawing the right foot in with that left hand. Nice. And then gently release. Bring your left hand back in towards center. This time we'll just tuck the right toes, lift the knee and step it back into your downward dog. Take one breath there. And then gaze forward, you're just going to step or float your feet to seated. So however you want to get there, we're coming to a seated position. Bringing those legs through. Great. We're going to come straight down onto our spine and do a little bit of bridge work. So roll yourself down onto your back, use your core, start to bring yourself slowly down onto the mat. Drop the head when you get there. Bend the knees in so they're hip distance apart, palms by your sides. As you inhale, push into your palms. Start to peel your hips up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, lower back down. Inhale, push into the toes, the heels, lift the hips. And then exhale, lower down. Then inhale, push into the feet, lift the hips, we'll hold it here this time. Stay exactly where you are, or maybe you clasp the hands under the back. Then just kind of shimmy yourself so you move more to the outer edges of those shoulders. And that might give you a little bit more room to push down and lift the hips up even more. So just holding it for 5 breaths. One more inhale. And then exhale. If your hands are clasped, release. And slowly roll down onto your backs. Alright, we're going to finish with a little shoulder stand. We've not done one for a while. So if you don't fancy it, just lift your legs up towards the ceiling. Keep your bum on the floor and just hang out here. If you fancy taking your full shoulder stand, roll those knees in towards the forehead. Bring your hands onto your back and then lift those legs up towards the ceiling. You can take any variation here, so if you prefer your toes over your head to the floor behind you in your halasana, that's an option. You can bend your knees in with your feet over your head to cover your ears, or you can keep them up towards the ceiling. So whichever one you fancy. Just letting all that blood go back down through the body to the heart center. Over your legs variations, if you're in a shoulder stand, balls of the feet together, knees out wide. Great. And then wherever you are, we're going to control ourselves back out. So we can probably all just start to bend those knees in towards the forehead. Maybe let the toes drop behind the head. Then bring the hands down onto the floor. Use your hands as brakes. And then slowly start to roll your spine onto the mat. So if you can, try and drop your bum on top of your hands with your palms down. And then keep the legs straight as you lower them all the way down. So using your core onto the mat. Lovely. Then prop yourself up onto your forearms when you get there. Allow your head to drop back. It can touch the mat, but just make sure the majority of the weight is in the arms. And we'll take 2 rounds of lion's breath. So on our exhale, we'll stick out the tongue. So take a big breath in. And exhale. That's it. Once more, big breath in. And an exhale. Lovely. Release your head onto the mat. That just loosens up all the muscles in your face. Release the hands from underneath you. Give the knees a quick squeeze in towards the chest with maybe a gentle rock. And then let's just squeeze the head up towards the knees. Curl yourself into a little ball. And then release. Head down. Work your way into your Shavasana, feet out wide. With your palms up and away from the body. So we just lie with our palms up. It just means that we're open to receiving energy. All that positive energy we've created through our practice. You're just taking that in. Right. So lots of work through the upper body today. So just bring your awareness to your fingertips. Is there any more tension you can release there? And just think about relaxation. Think about it traveling all the way from your wrists up your forearm. Think about starting to relax the upper arm up into the shoulders and across the chest. And just then up into the neck and the jaw. And then finally the cheeks and the forehead begin to soften. Just keep that feeling of relaxation. Just start to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Give the head a gentle nod from side to side. And then come into either a full body stretch, or maybe you prefer to draw the knees in towards the chest into a little ball, just whichever one works for your body. And then either rolling onto one side, or maybe you fancy a rock and roll up. Just 4 or 5 breaths and you work your way up to seated. So no rush, take as much time as you want. You find that seated position, spine long, eyes closed. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a big breath in through your nose. And a big sigh out. Great. Start to bring your thumb knuckles up onto your forehead. May we have kind thoughts. Slide your thumb knuckles down to your lips. There we have kind words. And then finally back to your heart center. There we have kind hearts. And just bow your head towards your hands. Namaste. Great. Thank you, ladies. Oh, and gentlemen. Sorry, there's a guy here. I hope you